Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Elite Four Step, and you are part of the squad. And I say welcome. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. We're playing a new game today, Assassin's Creed 3. If you're wondering why we're not doing the 100% sync on Revelations, I looked it all up last night. Unfortunately, if I failed it the first time, it's not going to pop up the second time. I'm like, why is it stuck? So we're kind of screwed. Like, if we failed any of the 100% syncings, it doesn't work, and that's why it wasn't working yesterday.
Lock them up or laugh them off.
I'm pretty
Both.
hyped about this. We get to go to the American Revolution.
Maybe we should have.
One of my favorites.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something.
Well, he finds a lot of somethings.
One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. And that was done in training. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor
intro narrative
immense
is interesting.
Power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Desmond. Fuck. Goosebumps. It got cold. It's fucking been raining.
We're here.
Where's here, Daddy?
Let's go.
Why can't I run? I didn't even see that.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Will this just be an Alice in Wonderland reference?
I think we're here.
So surprised he woke up from his coma.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger.
That's fair.
Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
His face
Okay,
looks so
Desmond,
messed up.
while you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Let's go. Easy peasy.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
That was stupid.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
How did I miss that the first time? Yeah, how am I missing that? That was terrible.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Haytham Kenway.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Run! Move faster, do something.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
The statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
Fucking green screen.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
It's an honest employment. So is mine.
I already have.
Double capacity, both against roads and for. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage streets, since we live by 'em.
Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon.
1,000 pardons. So sorry. My apologies.
As the wench is very active and industrious, we may satisfy her that our softening.
I think we shoved him down.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to him.
You're telling me nobody would see him do this?
Death without reprieve. I may venture to book him. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. If I can get more by her staying in.
Betty has brought more goods into our locked year than any five of the gang. And in truth, it's a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her on, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women stay. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward.
I don't like that.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
Don't you got a drop of the blue in your cheek?
Jeremy's really burning up the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
The kid looks so fucking terrified. Look at his eyes, they're freaky.
Come, please! Over there! That's the one that did the murder! That man there! A man
Seize
was
him!
killed in the upper balconies!
Oh my!
I've done no wrong. I swear
Search him.
Anyway,
I beg your pardon.
Did they find him?
Please.
Order! We must have order!
Try to remember.
Order! We must have order!
We get it, you must have order.
What are those men doing in there?
We must leave at once.
Move! Move!
Peace, friends, there is no danger!
Imbecile!
That's a lie.
Where are you going? I'll search along here. You search down there. Very well. If you find anyone, give a shout.
I wonder who that was. It just said opera goer.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key.
To
And
what?
if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Haytham, and bring honor to us all.
Oh, Haytham. Betrayed your own kind, bro. Got a good old sea shanty going, or shanty. I'm surprised you're awake. I was going to... Oh, really? You just laid there?
Some fresh air,
Hi, Sally. I love you.
Love you.
Doing okay?
Yeah. I'm hungry. My colleagues are going to something called Ocean Prom, and one of them is dressed as a jellyfish.
Did you say ocean prom?
Yes, and one of them is dressed as a jellyfish.
Oh, really?
All will be well.
Are you jelly?
Of course.
No.
Have I
Did you see what I did there? I like how first you answer and you're like, wait.
You'll see.
Well.
I thought it was funny.
To grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this. That's enough, Graves. Stay out of this.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and
Have the
declare
whole
himself king of
bee?
the castle.
Please,
No.
friends, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be. Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
I'd say it's now fair.
What's the meaning of this? Captain, explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These fought. We were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Damn, Kenway.
I don't
Okay.
care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Damn.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Damn. Day 28, 26 days later?
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not like won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face. We're stuck with tinned fish.
You
Good
looking
gent.
for another fight? That it? Go away.
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so...
You're asking this 3 weeks later?
Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs, reduce rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
It is fair.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
You there. I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
That is fair.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice? Go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Did I just talk to him? Different barrel.
Aye.
Haytham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm on a cleaning kick.
I only
Figured
wish
out
to see
I'm
us
taking my
reach the
water bottle
colonies
and
alive.
the bathtub.
How'd you figure out the water bottle?
I was just kind of like Googling around, and hydrogen peroxide or baking soda.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would not have guessed a baking soda.
And for the bathtub, a pumice stone.
Evening, sir.
Okay. Really?
How are things?
Yeah, because I tested it.
Calm
It's a
and
porcelain
quiet.
tub.
Just the way I like it.
It's magnetic.
Oh.
Brings you topside.
Well, yeah, we have the magnets on the...
That's why I just tried it.
Yeah.
Take
Damn.
care where you tread. Deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that?
Again, on a weird cleaning kit.
Someone's throwing cargo
I don't know
overboard.
why.
But why?
You said you're hungry? What do you want to do?
Won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face in too, so we can't.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not.
I don't know, man. I am not feeling great with that.
You think the pizza was bad?
No, I don't think it was bad. I just don't.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Which I was fine with. It was just too soft and greasy at points.
I think I'm still hurt from the salt retention.
I like the salt, so
Or the water retention from the salt, I should say.
I'm all about it.
So I kind of want something like
Okay. Like what?
Most curious.
Like a salad?
yeah, kind of. Like a sandwich doesn't sound bad.
Sandwich doesn't sound bad. Okay with that, if you are. You want to do Subway or Jimmy John's? Okay.
Either. As long as I don't have to order online at Subway. I do have a meeting at 2 though.
Yeah, I kind of figured do it after. Whatever you want to do. I'm okay with
Any
both.
news?
I like Jimmy John's
Each night's the
more.
same.
The last Subway
One
sandwich
area,
was...
and they drop
My
the
bread
painted
was so
barrels
dry
from
on the
another.
last one.
I'm going to need to
It
recruit
was
an extra
not
pair
that
of
good.
eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell,
Or
the barrels
actually,
serve as
then
markers.
I could just order online.
They're leaving a
and go
trail.
Pick it up.
My fear is
You want me to go pick it up?
time
Or
for
I
whoever's
could go pick it
following
up
it.
after.
Ship sighted
Where?
aft! She's
Okay.
making ready to fire!
Wait, the-
Well, I'm looking at the time. I just started streaming 30 minutes ago.
I can do it later.
Yeah, like I'm personally not in a rush because I had that meal and snack. Well, I'm always hungry,
I need a snack.
A warning
but
shot.
yeah,
Seems they
but
don't mean to sink us,
Oh, I
but
have
board
those
us
fucking
instead.
pretzel thing.
We also have little bags of chips still.
Yeah, and I got the little snacky trays.
Why?
I got more Rice Krispie tweets.
You know how to rig a sail, to load a cannon, to wage war at sea.
Well, we had like 10 left, I think.
I don't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you
I know, so we
escorted?
need more. Yeah. I walked by the aisle and I was like, turn around. They actually remodeled some of the Costco. There's an entire area that's like blocked off that they're doing something with, and they redid the snack and medicine aisle.
Oh, like at the front. Well, it's not really an aisle. They're just kind of like
Well,
conglomeration.
they're not
of
even.
shit.
Yeah, but they've changed the way that they lay out, and then all the snacks are now on an aisle. That's why I walked by them and saw them. I couldn't find the toothpaste for a tiny bit.
Because it's usually at the front.
So that's what
The last couple times.
Yeah, it's not.
Surrender.
It's in the center.
You are treated with honor.
So I had to go find it.
You wish to treat me with honor.
I was like, motherfucker.
Don't we have baking soda?
In the fridge, maybe?
How you want to play it.
Oh, I see it. It's like I bought it the tiniest amount or something.
The hell? How the fuck is he? I'm starting to get annoyed.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny. Only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
Jesus, drive straight into a storm? Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. We're not pirates yet.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Which one?
The Rivers of America being removed, Tom Sawyer Island.
They're removing that?
And Liberty,
Disney-
Liberty Bell Riverboat.
The Disney World or land?
World. The boat that's in the very middle of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. They decided that, well, A, they were having issues with the waterway. B, they decided it's kind of like an unused space because it's just the Liberty Bell, and then like not a lot of people really visit Tom Sawyer's Island
Anymore?
It's not easy to get to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they announced it with a Cars revamp, which I was kind of like, because I don't know if you've ever seen like pictures of Radiator Springs from California Adventure.
I've never been to California.
Well, just pictures.
No.
It's very like red, rocky Sedona, like, you know, like the Southwest, like rocks and nothing else.
Okay.
So I thought it was gonna look like that, but actually, it looks really fucking great. So they're preserving one half, well, I'd say more like a third of the Rivers of America, the side that goes along like you know that boardwalk area in front of Tiana's Bayou?
This is World, right?
Yes. In Magic Kingdom?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, they're preserving that part, actually. So that's still going to be like a river. And they're making the middle half of it look like the Rocky Mountains.
Okay.
So you're going to be, instead of like Radiator Springs racers where you're racing on like a racetrack, you're going to be like an off-road dirt racer. Which I think is pretty cool in like the Rocky Mountains. So they're adding like trees and a bunch of shade and like...
So is it like go-karts?
No, you're gonna actually be like in
A track?
Yeah, on a track. But it's gonna be more like off-road.
I'm like, is it gonna be like, what was the racing one that...
No, not Tomorrowland.
That was so gassy. It was so bad.
No.
As an adult, that was one of the most terrible things
Like,
I've been on.
But they're gonna add like some water features in there, bunch of trees, like make it look very mountainous. And then on the side that like heads toward Big Thunder, they're gonna like start trailing it off to look more like Big Thunder. So it's like gonna be like this nice little transition from Tiana's, where it's like Bayou, the Rocky Mountains, into Bryce Canyon.
So are they taking out the water?
They're keeping like a third of the waterway. You know how it goes in a big circle?
Yeah.
They're taking out...
But it's not a
like,
big circle. It's not a lot of water right there.
It's a lot of water. If you look at it on Google Maps. Somebody just posted a side-by-side.
Like, land has a ton of water and it's way more area approved. But, like, World, it doesn't feel like there's a lot right there.
Pull up the side-by-side.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The goals tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
So, that's Big Thunder. This is the Rivers of America.
Okay.
Kind of like more kidney-shaped. And then there's Tiana's. There's Haunted Mansion. And then, yeah, that's the track for Tiana's that comes out there. So, they're taking out all of this, essentially. Yeah.
What are they doing with the other water?
They're keeping, that's what I said, they're preserving this water. Actually, sorry, the one in front of Tiana's. They're preserving this water, my bad.
Okay.
They're taking out all that. I'm guessing they're just going to fill in all of this. I think that connects to Tiana's water. I don't know for sure though. But I'm guessing they're filling all this in, and then this is what it's gonna look like. So they're keeping all that water, making a little water feature here, making it like mountainous. Bass Pro Shop. Just kidding.
She Bass Pro Shop me.
And then it's going to fade into something that looks more like Bryce Canyon with some water features and then into Big Thunder.
Huh. And they're just adding the one ride?
Two. They haven't announced what the second one is. It's probably going to be... It looks like